Well, we knew this day would be coming eventually. We're playing Cookie Clicker today. How's everybody doing? My name's Alder. I've never actually played this before. So today we're going to finally click the cookie. There, we did it. We got one cookie. Wake and bake. All right. I think we beat the game. We have clicked the cookie. And we earned it. All right. That's good. Thank you all for hanging. Okay, fine. We'll keep going. All right. As you know, I don't do auto clickers, so everything I do will be fully non-automated. Will be fully my finger clicking, unless it's built into the game itself. Get ourselves our first 100 cookies. We don't need anyone else. We got this. Let's get a grandma. We don't need auto clickers. We'll have grandma cook for us. Have one grandma. Casual baking. Bake 1 cookies per second. Oh, that's how fast I am. Grandmas are twice as efficient. Yeah, let's get grandma twice as efficient. Yes, I am clicking every single one of these. You can hear my mouse right now while I'm talking. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. That's too much. We'll get 2 more grandmas. Okay, fine. We'll get cursors clicking as well. And we'll make them twice as efficient. And we'll do that upgrade again once we get to 500 and get ourselves some more efficiency in our clicks. Wait. Oh, frenzy. I don't know what that means. Is that up here? Cookie production is times 7 for the next minute. Oh, okay. That's a lot. We got a lot of cookies falling into the milk below now. More. Okay, we can make our grandmas twice as efficient now. We can get a farm. And what is this? This is twice as efficient. 10,000 for that one, 5,000 for this one. I don't think we're getting that anytime soon. We can add another farm. A bunch of grandmas. Let's add some more farms. Cursors and grandmas. We lost our little boost. All right, let's see what we got down here. We bought the farm. Clicktastic, make 1,000 cookies from clicking. Bake 10 cookies per second. Bake 1,000 cookies in 1 ascension. Click a golden cookie with less than 1 second before it dies. Click a golden cookie. Have 2 cursors. Have 1 cursor. There we go. Can we get a full circle of cursors? Do the achievements actually do anything for us? Or are they just achievements? I'm clicking so much. All right, what's next on our list here? I don't think we have enough to save up for a mine yet. Let's Let's get some more grandmas. Is there any benefit for every 10? Each grandma produces 2 cookies per second. 18 grandmas producing 36 cookies per second. 9,000 cookies baked so far. Farm does 8 cookies per second and cursor does 0.4 cookies per second. We can make grandmas twice as efficient at 10,000 or at 5,000. At 10,000 we can make our mouse and cursor twice as efficient. At 11,000 farms are twice as efficient. Honestly, we might skip the ambidextrous for the farm. Let's get another farm cookie in for us. When will we get our next golden cookie? That's the question. Get one more farm. Currently making 90 cookies per second. Let's get ourselves to 20 grandmas. What's your favorite cookie? Let me know in the comments. Mine is oatmeal raisin. That usually alarms some people, but you know what? I don't care. It's my favorite. Steady, tasty stream. Bake 100 cookies per second. There we go. The cookies are just streaming in. Oop, I'm clicking so fast I clicked right off the cookie. We're just playing clicker, not cookie clicker. Do we do another farm or do we save up? What is this? Kitten helper. So you gain more click per second the more milk you have. How do we add more milk? Grandmas are now twice as efficient. We're now doing 140 cookies per second. We'll add another cursor to the mix. Add another grandma. Grandmas are currently doing 4 cookies per second. Our cursor is still 0.4 and our farm still 8. But they are currently earning us 12.8 cookies per second with the cursor, 84 for grandmas, and the farms are 48. So grandmas are our big money maker right now. I do eventually want to get a full circle of little clickers. That's 10,000. But it's 11,000 for the farm, and I believe the farm will be the better investment. So I think we're going to get to there. I could really use a golden cookie right now. Would one like to pop up? Did I miss one? There's a chance I missed one. I'm not really looking around very well. I wonder if you can even hear the clicking with my sound canceling. Give me some more grandmas. We're bringing in 160 cookies per second. We got 3,000 right off the bat right there. Let's grab a farm. Add a farm to the mix. We're at 168. Let's add another cursor. We're at 169.2. Nice. We did name ourselves Zaldar Beans Bakery. I feel like that just rolls off the tongue nicely. Who here has played Cookie Clicker before? So I'm surprised I avoided it for as long as I did. Not on purpose, just never got around to playing it. And then it was someone in the comments that was like, hey, you should play Cookie Clicker. And I was like, you're right. The time is now. Now is the time for clicking of cookies. And so here we are, clicking the cookies, dropping them into the milk, trying to get to the 10,000, but actually 11,000. So our farms are so much better. There we go. 225. Our farms are now doing 112 per second. Our grandmas are 100 per second. And our cursors are 13.2. But that should help us get ahead pretty well. If I've missed a golden cookie, I'm gonna cry. I hope that hasn't happened. Oop, I clicked off the edge. Let's add more farms. They're cheaper. Add cursors. We're doing 257 cookies per second. That should help us get to the 10,000 that we need for ambidextrous. Oh, we can buy 10 at a time now. There it is. That just gave us 384 cookies. That's not as lucky. We'll just get ourselves up to the 10,000 so we can get our ambidextrous going. Yeah, that golden cookie was not as fun as the 7 times earnings for a minute or however long it was. There we go. Now we're making 8 cookies per click ourselves. That's the only really good reason to up this. And now we can add another grandma. I wanted to do a farm. I don't know why I clicked that. We can add some more cursors. It's 50,000, 100,000, and then 1,000,000 for more. So we're going to have to work on that for a bit. I think maybe getting a mine. What is a mine going to do for us? We don't know. The farm is doing 16 cookies per second. I think we should be able to save up 10,000 for a mine, though. Did I say 10,000? 12,000. 12,000 for a mine. That should only take a couple seconds here. There we go. There's our mine. We're now mining. The mine does 47 cookies per second. And that costs 120,000 to upgrade that. Let's get a couple farms. Well, just one. Achievement unlock is so baked right now. Bake 100,000 cookies in 1 ascension. Achievement unlock, you know the drill. Have 1 mine. What are ascensions? Is that like the prestiging? I don't even know how to do that. How does one ascend in Cookie Clicker? Also, what's this 96? 96.54 heralds, selflessly inspiring a boost in production for everyone, resulting in plus 95.54 cookies per second. To benefit from the herald bonus, you will need a special upgrade you do not yet own. You will permanently unlock it later in the game. Ah, okay. There we go. We're going to add another mine. Actually, what do the mines do? It's 47, and this is 16. 3 of these is equal to 1 of these. So that's a better price. We'll do that. Getting 1 of each. We're now doing almost, well, let's, there we go. 420. 420 cookies per second. We needed to do the funny number. That's all that matters. Did we miss a golden cookie? I thought I saw something pop up on the bottom right there. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was my imagination. Nobody knows. We're up to 15,000 cookies. Let's add another mine. We're now doing 467. We could definitely go with more grandmas, or just a farm. You know what? We'll do 1 of each. And we'll add our cursor in there. So we're making 488 per second minus whatever, or plus whatever I'm adding by clicking my auto, not my insane non-auto clicking finger. Add some farms, some grandmas. Okay, this has become a thicker background now. 500 cookies per second. All just falling into the milk below. And let's see, can we manage? We almost have the full circle of fingers. What do we need, like 8, 9 more? Maybe 10. Let's see if we can get the cursors done. There's no real benefit to this other than I just like a perfect circle. And we really, it's time for another golden cookie to show up, please. I think we need 6 more. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 more. But they also cost almost 10,000 per cursor now. I wonder if I'll stick to it, or if I'm gonna get bored and go to something else and get more grandmas or something. Grandmas are half price right now. Grandmas are 50% off. But also, we're so close to being completed with the perfect circle of cursors. 2 more cursors. Does anyone else like to try to finish the circle of cursors before they get all the grandmas, the farms, the mines, the factory? How much is a factory? Factory's 130,000 cookies. When did cookies become currency? That's what I'm also confused about. Alright, we need 14,000 for this last to finish the circle. There we go. Mouse wheel. Have 50 cursors. There we go. 50 cursors unlocked. And now we're earning 517 cookies per second. We can get more grandmas going. I think we're gonna switch between grandmas and farms for a bit. And I'll help as much as I can with my own clicking. Because 8 clicks per, probably doing 24 per second just from my clicks. If not more. Let's see, we can twice efficient again. Does that mean it'll be 8? Or does it just twice efficient from the base efficiency? These are the important questions we need to ask. Oh, there we go. 7 times production for a minute. All right, so grandma goes from 28 cookies per second to 56. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right, get this up as well. Let's get some farms and grandmas going. We'll get 55,000 to make farms more efficient. Grandmas are twice as efficient, and farms gain 1% per grandma. That's 55. All right, now we're going to add some mines and grandmas and farms. Can we get the 100,000? There we go. We've made our mines even more efficient now. The mouse and cursor gains 0.1 cookies for each non-cursor being owned. Okay. I don't know how that... So these add up to cursor. Okay, I figured it out. So you'd have 40, 65. So you'd have 6.5 cookies for each nonce for added to our total. So right now our cursors make 0.8 cookies per second, and now they do 7.3. That's a huge increase. 365 cookies per second from cursors, 608 from grandmas, but also it's 267 boost to farms. Our farms are doing 971 cookies per second, and our mine is 470. This one takes 600,000. I wonder if we save up for that. Or do we get ourselves to 10 mines? Yeah, oh, there we go. I'm making about 42. If I do one more. Nope, 43 now. I was like, oh, we can get a perfect 42 per click, but no. It's not allowed. Speed baking 1. Get 1 million cookies baked in 35 minutes. There you go. Own 100 buildings. 1,000 cookies per second. Fledgling bake 1 million cookies in 1 ascension. There we go. We got our cookies cooked. Mine. We'll add some more to everything. We're at 45 per second now. We're going to add another farm. Our grandmas are just lining up over here. Mod, wait, Ethel 108. Ethel, I appreciate the work you're putting in. Oh, we got one little straggler out here on the right side now, trying to poke its way in to do a little cookie clicking. Everyone's addicted now. We'll add some more mines. Farms. Another cursor. I think we'll just keep averaging our way. We could always add another mine. What do the mines do for us now? 94 cookies. They're giving us 1,034. Our factory costs 130,000. I think we save up for a factory. We're currently making 3,230 cookies per second. I don't know when we got that high. I'm going to guess that was around the time we had the 7 times boost for a bit there. There we go. Now we can get our first factory. What does our factory look like? That does 260 cookies per second. It costs 1.3 million to make them twice as efficient. Our farms, 550,000. We're currently at that, so we're going to do mines, then grandmas, and then we'll hit some cursors as well. Cursors and grandmas are making about 1,000. We're in good shape. I don't feel like clicking as much anymore. My fingers are tired. That's probably where an auto clicker would come in handy. But no, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowing myself. Production chain, have 1 factory. There we go. Let's see if we go to our stats over here. We've already got all of these unlocked. 1 million cookies in 1 ascension. Oh, this is glitching out. Speed baking 1. Okay. How long have we been playing for? Does it say anywhere here? 28 minutes and 40 seconds. So we got it way below the minimum. Let's get another factory. Or do we wait up to make farms twice as efficient? It's 150,000 for 260 cookies. Technically more of it, that's better. It's a better deal. Why is this glitching out so bad? My backgrounds are all freaking out. Interesting. Okay, that fixed it. What if I switch to buying 10 at a time? That's a lot of money. Yeah, we're not going to get that for a bit. I need golden cookies. Hoping to be clicked upon. I think we definitely get... Let's do mines twice as efficient at 600,000. And then we'll do the cookie trees. So farms are twice as efficient. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do both, actually. Cookie trees. Get those cookie farm. Get the mega drill for the cookie mine. Making 350 per second. There we go. 600,000. More cookies. Put stuff into the mines. Farms, grandmas, cursors. 600,000 for grandmas to be twice as efficient. Yes, please. Let's get right there. There we go. We're just gonna add some more factories, more mines, farms. We're making 66,000. Can we get ourselves up to 69,000? There we go, 69,000. Oh, almost 420. That would have been fun. Not gonna lie, that would have been real fun to get it exactly 69,420 per second. Either way, we're making 10,506 per second, and I make 123.5 per click. Well, it's not bad. We'll add some more factories and grandmas, because grandmas have a effect on farms. Farms have an effect on mines. And yeah, I believe so. Yes. No, only the grandmas do at the moment. Add ourselves another factory. We're up to 11,000. The mines actually are the better deal for now, not by much. Once we have factories are twice as efficient though, it will quickly fall off. But that's 1.3 million. I don't think we're going to get there anytime soon. But also everything's all of the graphics are freaking out again. So that's nice. Like, what are these? Why are there mice on the right side there? Okay. Hover over this again. That seemed to fix it. Mass produce. Bake 10,000 cookies per second. Have 50 grandmas. These are all just save version numbers on them. The game has totally already decided to hate me. You've been on this run for 33 minutes and 30 seconds. Ascending now would grant you no prestige. You need 1 trillion more cookies for the next level. Okay. Well, we're not doing that then. Let's save up for sturdier conveyor belts. Let's double our factory output. And let's see what we got here. I feel like I'm not really helping as much now with my clicks, and I think that's okay. We're almost at the 1.3 to make our factories more efficient. I'm still gonna click though. let's see what we jump to. We're going to jump from 11.5 thousand per second to 12.57 thousand per second. Not as big as I would have hoped, but we do only have 4 factories, so we don't have too much to build off of. We can focus now on factories because they're going to give us 500 more per second per factory. Add some grandmas. Oh, so they boost the farms and the mines. Got it. How much is the bank? 1.4 million. I feel like we should work a little more before we get to that point. We'll add some cursors in. They're making 12.1 cookies per second. We could increase our cookie production by 1%, which would be only 137 more per second. So I don't know if that's worth it. The next is 5 million for upgrades. So I think we just keep factories going. Until they're double the price of this. And click ourselves some more. Get a mine or two. Mine or two. Let me clarify. Clickathon, there we go. Make 100,000 cookies from clicking. Clickathon. That makes sense. 397 for another factory. Let's get ourselves up to 10 factories. I'm making 5,000 cookies per second with that. We just need 457,000 for it. It is taking a bit to get there, but now we're at 10. So we can get ourselves the plain cookies. Let's get ourselves the 40 farms. I have a feeling we're going to get something at 40. That something unlocks up here like every 20-ish. I feel like I would get a new thing. But we're going to test that theory now. $39, we need 256,000. I was incorrect. And that's okay. I would love another golden cookie though to pop up. That would be fantastic. We'll add some grandmas because grandmas just kind of increase the benefit of everything. Getting a bank might be good if we save up for a bank. Let's do that. Let's save up for a bank. Let's get 1.4 million. I'll help a little bit with some clicks. Let's hope we get a gold cookie boost soon, but that'll help us get there a lot faster, although we're already almost halfway there. 600,000 right now. 700,000 would be entirely halfway to a bank. There we go. The obesity epidemic strikes nation. Experts blame lack of cookies. It's true. It's true. Not enough cookies. Everyone's getting fat. There was a cookie that looked purple as it was falling there, or am I just going crazy? There we go, 1.3, 1.35, and 1.4. Let's get a bank. Banks make 1,400 cookies per second. That's actually pretty nice. And we can get some mines. We're just going to click whatever lights up here for a bit. Bring everything up to around the same cost. We're at 18,323 cookies per second now. People have come very far away to get a taste of your cookies. I've heard that before. And then I have to tell them I don't actually make cookies. I just click on a screen and then cookies appear. But, you know, they still want them, so I just give them like an Oreo. To say they're disappointed would be an understatement. Cookie emoji most popular among teenagers, far ahead of judgmental okay hand sign and shifty looking dark moon, says study. Let's get the plain cookies for $1 million. And see if that really does only give us like 187.5 boost. I mean, technically over time it's going to do a lot. Pretty Penny, have one bank. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's hit the plain cookies. We're about to get there. Hit that 1 million purchase. Yep, only about 187. Didn't do too much for us. 18,960 cookies per second. Let's see. Game saved. Good. I don't want to lose this progress. Let's add some grandmas. 19,134. Our click gives us 212. So really not too much. A grandma adds about 110. Or 102 actually. Can we get one of those golden cookies with either a ton of money attached to it, not randomly just 300, or a minute of 7 times, please? That would be real nice. Really help us out here. Let's grab a factory. Brought us up to 19.75. We'll just keep on clicking. How much for another bank? 1.6 mil. We're now up to 20,000. 20,000 cookies per second. We now are at 69 cursors. We're never going to buy another cursor. Until I forget I'm doing that, and then I'll do it and I'll ruin it and be mad at myself. We'll keep cooking our clicky. Cooking our clicky. Yep, I just said that. All right, fun. We'll keep clicking our cookie as we earn more cookies for Zaldar Beans Bakery. Let's click, let's add a factory, or do we just save up? Now, 5 million is a pretty penny. This adds 1,400, this adds 500. Yeah, the bank's actually the better deal, so we'll save up for the, and we're not even that far off. Let's get another bank under the belt. There we go, one more bank. We're now making 21,549. Our banks are made. What is after a bank? We don't know, but it costs 20 million. That may take some time for us to reach. But I'm going to save up for another bank, get ourselves to 1.852 mil. Because it is 1,400, although 3 at this. Oh, wait. 138,000 cookies. Okay, that's nice. We'll get another bank because of that one. At least it's not 320 cookies randomly. How much are we making? We're making 237 and 10 per click right now. Let's buy that 1.8 million, 1.852. We're just about there. There it is. Now we're making just under 23,000 cookies per second. No, I almost decided to buy that cursor, but 69. We're going to have 69 of everything. We're at 59 grandmas. We can get 10 more grandmas. And then we're cut off. We're cut off from all grandmas. There's 60 grandmas. Get some more clicks in here. Do the mine. It is already taking a little bit to get anywhere, and that's fine. Let's get another farm. What is it? 395, 438. Let's add another grandma. We're at 23,601 cookies per second. There's another 500,000 cookies. Let's get ourselves, let's do a factory. Currently, our cursors are making us 1,050 cookies per second. Grandma's almost 2,000. Farms 4,400. The mines 6,200. Factories 6,300, and the bank is making us 4,242. So technically, our mines and our factories are doing most of the work right now. So let's add another factory. That's mainly just because of the expense of the bank. The next bank upgrade is 2.12 million. Not worth it at this point. We're almost at 25,000. We are at 24,666 cookies per second. And we're making 269.1 per click. I'm so tempted to just say nice. And you know what? I'm going to say it. Nice. And now we're out of that. 274.5 per click. We're up to 25,200. And our factories are making 7,300 cookies per second. They're almost up to 1 million per purchase. which is going to make them lose their value of buying, worth buying pretty soon. But they are still very, very good. There we go. We're up to the 15. Our upgrades, our earliest next upgrade is 5 million cookies. And we're going to get some more grandmas. Grandmas are 500,000 right now. Maybe we do a mine and farm for a bit, get those up as well. So we'll do a farm. We'll go back and forth with farms and mines. Currently making 283.8 per click and 26,096 per second. Just automated. Let's grab the mine. Mines are currently giving us 6,690 cookies. And grab another farm. Our farms are currently making 4,579. Our grandmas are now cheaper than the farm and the mine. Factory and bank are still over 1 million, so we'll get a grandma in the mix again. We can't get grandmas once we hit 69 now. That's our limit. Is that a dumb limit? Absolutely a dumb limit. But it's what I've chosen, and it's what we're doing. Let me know in the comments if that bugs you. And grab ourselves another grandma. We're now making 26,761. Grandmas are giving us 2,036 cookies per second. Our clicks are making 290 per second, which don't really feel worth it with how much we're making. I know it does add a significant amount, but I also don't want to have tired fingers. So that's the trade-off. The next one is a temple for 20 million. We'll get another, let's do, grandmas are 6,666. Sorry, 666,000. I said that number wrong. We need 5 more to get us up to 69 grandmas. We'll just work on that because that's just going to benefit farms and mines. Add another grandma in here. 4 more grandmas will get us to 69. Although they are getting pretty expensive. Almost 900,000 for the next grandma. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I swear. Alright. Grandma. And we got a 7 times boost, making ourselves 1,934. And we're making 191,000 cookies per second. We're going to get, I think we're going to save up. We got our 69 grandmas. Okay, we're set. And then we're going to double twice efficiency. Or do we do our mines or factories? I'm so tempted. Let's do the worker grandmas. They make our factories gain more. There we go. another 221,000. Making 22.83 per click now. Alright, we're at 5 million cookies. We're making 32,000 per click. Grandmas are twice as efficient. Click gains, cookie multiplier. 6 million will make mines twice as efficient, which will bring us from 7,000 to 14,000 cookies. And then, or we can do child labor, giving us for 6.5 million to give us factories twice as efficient, which would be an extra 10,000. Definitely think we're gonna have to be doing the save up for the factory upgrade. 10,000 is kind of crazy. Everything else is a little too expensive, but an extra 10,000 definitely worth it. So we're gonna do child labor. We're now bringing in 42,618. I almost bought the cursor to try and get it to 42,690, but that really doesn't make any sense. I'm glad I stopped myself. Let's save up to get the 5 million for prune juice and for iron mouse. Wait a second. Iron mouse. Okay. It shouldn't take too long to get there, and I think that'll what is that? It's going to bring us an extra 4,000 cookies for grandmas. Clicking, it's going to give us an extra 1,100, maybe not the clicking one, but for the mines, that'll bring us 7,200. So I definitely think it'll be worth it. And let's see, we're up to 3 million. We're just going to hold off. Let's make sure we get this. Let's do mines first, and then we'll do grandmas. My clicks currently do 450 per click. Again, doesn't feel like too much, but it's definitely helping. We only need 2 million more cookies. We're almost at 5, but we're not doing the 5. We're waiting for 6 for the mines. Technically, this would bring us to 43,000, but that is not. That's 400. That's about 420 per second. This is 7,000 per second. So I'm definitely waiting for the 6 million, which we're just about to get. Let's hit that. There we go. We're going to go from 42,000 to 49,769. Enhancer, purchase 20 upgrades. Let's go. And let's see, we're going to save up for 5 mil now for our grandmas. To make them super efficient. We're currently doing 521.8 cookies per click. There's 2 million. 2.25. This is a little slow. It's a little more painful. I should probably be putting it into a bank and a factory. But at the grandmas will give us 4,500 for 6 million. Maybe the banks would get us to that point for the same amount. And it's only 5 million, not 6 million. We did the 6 million already. Let's click this cookie. We're at 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5. We're just about there. And 4.9, 5 million. Grandmas have brought in the bacon. We're now at 54,229 per second. One click brings in 566. We can save up. Clicking gains 1% of your cookies per second. So, that would make this go from 500 to 1,000. So this is actually pretty good. And then more clicks per second, the more milk you have. Our milk has become chocolate milk. I think we've dunked enough cookies in it now that the milk has turned brown. So I know I don't like clicking that much, so I'm not really going to do this one. This will add 500 something. I think we just do a bank, a factory. Yeah, the factories are now cheaper and do just about the same as a bank. So I think we actually stick with factory purchases for a bit to get our earnings up more. And then the next big upgrade would be the kitten helpers, which is at 9 million. Oh, lucky cookie. There's 96,000. Not really that good of a golden cookie, if you ask me. It's 20 million for a temple. What is a temple going to bring in for us? Next, so it's 2.4, 1.85. So between factories and banks is our best income. The farms and the mines aren't going to do too much more for us. 500 for a mine's not bad. And actually 3 of those would be equal, actually more than a factory. So maybe we do that. We'll get three mines in here. We're now at 61,100 per second, cookie-wise. One click brings in 635.8 cookies. The farm is not worth the investment. And the factory is definitely worth the investment. 1.85 million, bring us up to 62,000, almost 400. Next factory upgrade is 2.128 million. So we're going to hit that. We're going to get our next golden cookie, and then we'll let this sit for a bit while not recording, and we'll catch up. So let's get that next golden cookie. Let's see where we end up afterwards. Oh, I see in there's some of the plain cookies. Now when I click, it's not all just chocolate chip. Let's see if we can save up for the 9 million for the kitten helpers. How do we get more milk? Is it just an over time? It slowly adds more milk in? I know it's been adding in slowly over time, but is there something I'm doing that's doing it? That's the question. This would bring in 620 per second more. Not really. I don't feel like that's worth it. I am interested to see how much these would help. How much is there a milk stat in here? Raw cookies per second. Cookie clicks. I've almost done 8,000 clicks myself. Handmade cookies, 1.497 million. Oh, that's how many I made myself. Cookies baked, almost 78 million. Golden cookie click 7, all time 7. Okay. We're almost at the 9 mil. Once we hit that 9 mil, we're going to get ourselves some kitten helpers to help make the cookies. There we go. And we're going to go from 62,400 to 68,889. There we go. That's the number. 68,889. We're now making 1 million cookies pretty quickly. Let's just buy a mine. Then this, we can do the sugar cookies. So 5 million for sugar cookies. We'll be adding almost 69,420. No, well, I mean 695 cookies per second. Let's see if we can get to 10,000 clicks. We're currently making almost 720 per cookie with our own mouse. There we go. There's 5 million. Actually, we're going. We got our clicks. Now we make 1,400. 1,414 cookies per click. We'd love to find that the last golden cookie before we take a break. All right, how many clicks are we at? We're at 8,500. It definitely doesn't seem worth doing this one, but it's a more of an early investment over time. It's just going to pay off. So 69,460 to 70,155. Yeah, barely did it. Barely added a dent to that, but now we just need the gold cookie to pop up. Get ourselves some more factories and banks in the meantime. Just about to get another factory, 71,000. Factory is still cheaper by, it actually produces more. No, the bank produces more. I was looking at it backwards. So bank is the better purchase right now. 2.449 million. There we go. Get our bank up there at 7,300. Let's just add a farm for the heck of it. Another factory. No, we'll just take the bank. Cookie clicker. Oh, here we go. We're about to make quite literally bank. Making, what is this, 10,000 per click myself. Affluent bakery, bake 100 million cookies. Reap what you sow, have 50 farms. I'm just going to get all the banks right now. 14 million for banks being twice as efficient. Maybe. Multiplies the gain from 1,000 fingers by 5. I don't know what that did, not gonna lie. Let's see if we can save up the 14 million for the taller tellers. Will help with some clicks. There it is. And it's 4 million, almost 5 million for another bank. But they make 3,176 per click now. We're at 100,000 cookies. We've reached over 100,000 production when we're not in a big boost. So let's get we'll get ourselves to 10 banks, and then we're gonna take a break. And I'm gonna let this run, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. All right, let's get to the 10th bank. We're almost there. 4.925, and there we go. Okay, 106,807. We'll be back in a bit. Baba da boopy. All right, we're back. We have almost 10 billion cookies. I did buy some temples, and I thought I was recording, but I was not. So we bought 3 temples. We're currently making 236,000 cookies per second. We bought a whole bunch of upgrades up here. We're actually going to do this one, and we're going to get double chocolate chip cookies for, that's 5 billion. That's a lot, actually. We're going to do temples are twice as efficient. And now we're going to buy a shipment and a wizard tower, which has brought us up to almost 700,000 per second. And we can make our wizard towers twice as efficient. They're currently bringing in almost 62,000. But I don't know, twice as efficient for 3.3 billion. But we need 300. I mean, that immediately makes it twice as efficient for much less. So maybe we just buy a bunch of wizard towers first. I think we'll do that. We'll also get some temples in here. Cause yeah, 900,000, 962, 1 million. We're bringing in 430,000 cookies per second with some wizard towers. And now we can buy a whole bunch of temples. Now we got 12. We got 1.26 million. Now we'll buy a bunch of banks. And that brought us to 1.31. And now we'll buy a bunch of factories. Banker grandmas for 70 million. We're already unlocking stuff that we didn't have before. What was it? 70 million? Yeah, well, we're making about, well, we're not making about, we're making exactly 1.3 million. Let's see. You have 0 sugar lumps. Golden cookie. 3.86 million cookies for a click. Nice. Let's see. A sugar lump this sugar lump is still growing. It'll take 5 hours, 11 minutes to reach. Okay. So we got cookie vortex, bake 1 million cookies per second. I closed all of them. One was a witch's hat. Oh, we probably got this. The shipment. Yeah, the wizard tower. The temple. Shadow achievements. These are feats that are either unfair or difficult to attain. They do not give milk. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. Our first try, we got speed baking 1. Under 35 minutes. So this is what adds milk. Got it. And kitten multiplier is 113%. So the achievements, that's what gives us more milk. Good to know. All right, so let's go back here. We have the 70 million for our grandmas. There we go. Let's get our farms. Can we get to 69 farms? Not yet. We're almost there, though. We're almost to the funny number. Currently, our clicks get us almost 42,000 cookies per click. And there we go. We got 69 farms. And now we just need to get our mines and factories there. We're currently making 1.364 million per second. Let's see what else we unlock. Temples, twice as efficient for 1 billion. 3.3 billion for wizard towers. And, no, we'll keep going. 1.37 million per second. We're at 49 mines. 20 more to get us to 69, but we may not. We may come back to that and focus on getting other things up, because that's only giving us 34,000 cookies per second, and we only get 700 per purchase. Not really worth it when we can get almost triple that for a third of the price. So there we go, buy a bunch of banks. We're now bringing in almost 42,000. We're bringing in the cookies. What would be the next for clicking? Have 50 cursors. Okay, so it's probably 100 cursors. So we're not going to get some of these because, you know, we're going to be not going over 69, which is, you know, a hilarious number. The funniest, unless we get up to 420. Could we get up to 420 cursors? I don't know, 420 for cursors, but everything else is 69. What's this? Factories are twice as efficient? Yes. I wonder if getting this up to 30 unlocks that. We're at 43,800 per click. Excavation site. Have 50 mines. Alright, so 50 is definitely a good one as well. Mines are twice as efficient at 600 million, which would get us to around 1,400 cookies per second per mine. So maybe that's something we save up for, because we have 50 of them, so we'd go from 35,000 to 70,000 cookies per second. Each bank adds almost 10,000. Our single shipment is giving us 25% of our cookies per second, which is crazy. This was 600 million ultimate drill. So it's about, that's 10 minutes of wait time, isn't it? About 1,600,000. Yeah, we'd need our 7 times cookie to get there. Although we're already at 100, but that means we can just buy a temple for 20,000 more cookies per second and some factories. And our factory, more factories, more mines. 10 million. Oh, we already saw that. I was like, oh, we got another one? No, it's the same one from before. What's our Betty at age 101? So what comes after shipment? This looks alien a little bit. We're making almost 45,000 per click. We have $50 million. No, cookies. We'll buy some more banks in there. Now we're up to 1.504 million cookies per second. And then we've been on this run for 17 hours, 30 minutes. We need, yeah, we're nowhere near being able to ascend because our cookies are too good. They're too good. Another 50 million. Let's get a, let's see, do we save up for a bank or do we save up for a temple? No, banks are still the better deal. And acid proof, banks are twice as effective. Factories, mines, my screen went black. I don't know why. I can't see anything. Okay, there we go. We're back. I don't know what that was about, but hey, we got 69 million cookies in the meantime. And we got a frenzy, making 320,000 cookies per click. Let's try and get our store items in this time. And double our items. What was the Wizard Tower? Wizard Tower's 3.3 billion. That's a little too far out. What about for Temple? Temple was 1 billion for twice as efficient. Oh yeah, no, that would be, we would go to 4 million per second. Well, not 4 million. It's multiplied by 7 right now, so numbers don't make sense. But it would be a lot better than probably our mines. Yeah, maybe 5 times, almost 10 times as good. Yeah. Let's get that billion to make our temples amazing. There we go, 1 billion. Make our temples twice as efficient. So our temples are going from 284,000 to now 569,000. We're at 1.8 million cookies per second, which means we're almost at 2 million, which means it would take about 5 minutes to get to 600 million. Let's see, that's 46 million. We can definitely get a bunch more factories, or do we just save up for the 600 million? That might be the better play. We're up to 83 million cookies. We got 1.807 million cookies per second. And let's see, what upgrades can we get at the moment while we're waiting? We can get the mines we're waiting for. Our banks twice as efficient. Do we do banks or mines? Mines would be 36,000 more. The banks would be 230,000 more. So we probably wait for the banks, the 700 million, to get that going. The next things are billions of cookies, so I think we're going to hold off on any of that type of advancement there. I think eventually we're going to have to break our cursor and grandma and farm 69, but we're going to keep it at 69 for as long as we can, just for the jokes. And let's see, we can get, we're at 182 million, still at the 1.807 million per second as we wait for our cookies to go up. I'm going to stop recording for a second and we'll come back. All right, welcome back. We're at the 700 million mark for our banks. So our banks are now going to go from 230,000 cookies per second to a nice 460. We're now making 2.037 million cookies per second, which means we should be able to get our farm and our mine up to 69, I think, pretty easily. It only takes 7 seconds to get the next mine here. So let's see how far we can get this up and how quickly we can get these two up. Their factory, and that's just also going to add to this. Not too much, but enough that I think it'll be worth it. Especially with our factories making an extra 3,000 per second, and we could save up for the 600 million, but I don't want to. We're at 60,550 golden cookie with the fever. The fever, we make 47 million. Oh my goodness. Okay, click like crazy. I don't think we've had a fever before. Yeah, I don't even know what that did, but it was an insane amount. It was, I don't even, was it 77 times? 777 times? Click-a-rama, click one, make 1 billion cookies from clicking. There you go. I've made 1 billion cookies from clicking. We're about 4 billion in, so we're just gonna do that, and we already got this one as well. So now we're at 2.56 million cookies per second. I know probably would have been better to invest that, but I don't feel like sitting around waiting for 3.3 billion to upgrade the wizard tower. Our wizard tower is currently almost making 1 million per second itself. Our temples add 50,000 per, and our wizard towers add 123,000. Let's see. We're going to focus on getting our mine. We're 10 off from our mine to being at 69. We're at 2.54 million per second. But it is 45 million per upgrade now. It's going to take a bit to get there. Yeah. What is that? Right now it's 52 million. It's adding about 3 million per, and it's probably exponential, so it's going to get worse each time. So we'll add factories at the same time. It is hard not to have the clicker because it's so cheap. It's 231,000 cookies. We're making that in seconds all the time. Shall we add a bank, or do we keep? No, we're gonna get that mine to 69. We're gonna do it. We're gonna mine ourselves to 69. The frenzy cookie, though, that was nice. I don't think we've had a frenzy cookie yet. We also, of course, got ourselves some more, or 1 or 2 more of these, and the achievements, that's what they're called. So let's get our mine. I'm gonna misclick one of these one time and I'm gonna be real sad, but we're at 62. This one is 69.574 million for the next mine. And we could do a bank, but we're just gonna get that. Now it's 80. Oh, that's way more. That's way more expensive. We're gonna be easily into the 100 millions for to get our mines to level 69. And I don't think it's that worth it. Thankfully, they're making more money at this point, but we could also just. This gives us 1,400, and a bank gives us almost 20,000 for half the price. So yeah, it's a little bit of a waste. I'll be honest. Okay. That's good. That's nice of them. That's nice that it did that. Ooh. Another frenzy. This one is not as plentiful. Good luck reading whatever that is. I don't know why the game is so glitchy. But I'm not running any mods. And why are we here? 500, making 1 million per 2 clicks. We're making 17.8 million cookies per second. Let's, there we go. And now we'll get a bunch of temples. I had to get it to 69. The opportunity was there. What is this grandma upgrade? 1 billion for grandmas being twice as efficient. We're definitely not going to reach that. So we'll wait for our next golden cookie opportunity. Let's add another, what is this? This is 187 for 45, and this is 70 for 18. Temple upgrades, still a better option there. We have 4 of our items to 69. So we're on our way. We're currently making 2.85 million cookies per second. So I can't be sad about that. We make 85,649 per click ourselves. So let's get some clicking in here. We'll get ourselves up to 100 million cookies and decide what we're going to do with it. There we go, 100 million. Probably just put it into the factories. 3,000, 18,000. Actually, no, banks are the better investment. There's another 40,000 onto there. We're up to 2.887 million per second. We're going to let this sit for a little longer. We'll get our factory up to 42, and we'll be right back. Okay, we got another golden cookie. Oh, there it is, 777 times for 13 seconds. Quickly, get all the cookies. We're making 67 million per second there, per click of our own mouse. Let's see. We have priestess grandmas are twice as efficient, and we can increase our cookie production multiplier by 2%. Also, the trash man is here, and I hear a lot of backing up and beeping noises. Where shall we put our $6 billion? First of all, grandmas. But I also think that means we need to go more. We need to do more grandmas. We need to break our 69 rule for grandmas, because that one was every 5 grandmas boosts our temples output. And you know, grandmas are an important resource in the cookie business. So we need to just focus. We need to make sure we focus on the grandmas in the meantime. But for now, I'm gonna take a second and pause while these garbage trucks are gone, and we're gonna buy some wizard towers with this couple billions right now. There we go. We're up to 3.76 million per second, and I'll be right back after the trash is done. We got another golden cookie. Frenzy, minute 17 for 7 times production. We make 793,000 cookies per minute. Per click, not a minute. We're making 26.43 million per second overall. We currently have 1 billion cookies. See if we can get ourselves another wizard tower. There we go. Wizard tower, some banks, a factory, 827,000 per click. Making 27.716 million per second. We'll add a temple in there. Let's see if we can get ourselves to 25 temples. No, it's not going to happen before the thing goes away. That's okay. We'll click our way to it. We're now making 4 million cookies per second. I think we get another achievement if we get ourselves up to 50 factories, though. Yeah, there we go. Industrial Revolution, 50 factories. And we'll just get some banks. 18,000, 50,000, and this is 400. What's this? So almost 20,000. This is 2.5 times the amount, which is about the same cost. So I think 2 of these, 2 banks will be worth it. We can now save up 6.5 billion cookies to make factories twice as efficient, which would take us from at 180,000 to our effectiveness. So getting up to 50 is actually good, which makes me think we might need to break our 69s. Maybe let's get our, we'll break our grandma 69s. That's an interesting statement to just have said out loud that I'm realizing now. And now it's forever going to be on being recorded. Yep. Well, that's fine. We're going to break the grandma 69s. I'm just going to own it. Let's get ourselves to 100 grandmas. Making 125,000 per click. Without any boost, that's pretty good. I just saw we can sell. We'll sell down to 69 grandmas when we get there. Ooh, another golden cookie. And that is a mana bloom. The 12 wizard towers are doing a lot more. 12 wizard towers are boosting your click per second. Yeah, we're getting 9.28 million per second now. Should be able to get our grandmas up to 100 probably. Alright, our cookie is gone. 99 grandmas, we need 102 million for 100. Here we go. 100 grandmas. Retirement home have 100 grandmas. Well done. Good job, team. We got another gold cookie. Here we go. Frenzy, 7 times for next minute. We can get our grandmas more efficient. There we go. Do we try to get to the 6.5 billion for factories? I don't think that's possible, but maybe we try. What would that do for our factories? That would be, I can't tell because of the boost. Augmenter. Purchase 50 upgrades. There we go. We also got of mice and men, or whatever that was called. I purchased ourselves up to 100 cursors, bought the upgrade for reaching 100, and then sold the cursors back to 69. Definitely worth it. I don't think it did anything. We're currently almost making 1 million per click though, ourselves. And yeah, we're just gonna buy some of these. There you go, 639,000 or million cookies. What does this give us? This gives us another 53,000. We're currently up to 4.68 million. Let's see, can we get ourselves to 100 farms? And then we'll sell our way back down. Nowhere close. Well, we're going to get ourselves up to 100 farms, and we're going to sell our way back down to 69. Although that may take a long time. That's 120 million just for 84. Well, we'll sell our way back down. It's going to be a waste, but it's fine. Oh, that was why we sold way too much. Oh, man. There we go. Well, that was a waste of cookies, but that's okay. Sometimes your investments don't pan out the way you like them to. I mean, even getting to 69 factories is going to be pretty rough to do. Maybe get some more banks. Because even that upgrade's going to be a lot. We might be in trouble. Another golden cookie. We're up to 4.75 million. That just gave us 15 million cookies. Not really helpful. But that's okay. We do what we can. We'll just keep clicking. Another 200 million. I do like that we have a spaceship, though. A spaceship is nice. Let's get ourselves up to 5 million cookies per second. And then maybe we call it. And we'll come back later. Wonder if we could sell our grandmas down to get to... Oh no, that's per second, not total cookies. Making almost 145,000 cookies per click. But also, it's getting expensive for these upgrades. We need another good frenzy moment. And then we'll be in cookie heaven. With all the cookie grandmas. So bank gives 20,000. Factory gives only 4,000. The banks are way more important for us at this point. Add ourselves a little bank in here. This makes our factories better, right? Twice as efficient factory, which would be, it would bring us up to 8,000 cookies per second, about. We're currently at 4.779. We'll play until we're going for the 5 million per second. We just need that gold cookie. That's going to help us get there. And hope it's not just a lucky cookie that gives us like 5 million. It gave us 15 million, by the way. We're making 5 million, almost 5 million per second. That was worth 3 seconds of time to click that gold cookie. That feels wrong. It feels wrong. The next bank is 431 million. We also have our legacy bar filling up, which that's not going to happen. That's 18 hours out. We need 1 trillion cookies to do it. This is the true idol. Again, I don't use an auto clicker. Every click is me. You can hear it. Although I do sound canceling on the final output, so maybe you don't hear it. But I'm clicking. I'm clicking away. There's another gold. What do we got up here? There's the frenzy. 7 times for 1 minute. We're gonna add, what does the wizard tower add? 800,000. The temple will technically get us, I think, there. And it's definitely a better investment. Well, almost. We need to get the 35 here. We're gonna buy as many temples as we can. We're making 1.028 million per click. Because for 5 million out of 7 times, we need to get 35 million per second to be. I had a 5 million per second boost. Oh, we're so close. Maybe a bank will do it. I think we're hit 5 million. I think we're at 5 million per second. Because 7 times, yep, there we go. 5.06 million cookies per second. We are our own Chips Ahoy factory. And we make 152,000 per click. We are making 5.02 million per second, just automated. And this has been Zaldar Beans Bakery Cookie Clicker. My first experience ever playing Cookie Clicker. It is the most purest form of an idle clicker game you could ever play. Highly recommend it. I'll have a link for it in Steam. I believe it's also a browser-based game somewhere, although I don't know. I could be wrong. Either way, keep on clicking and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, all of that fun stuff. And if you do enjoy it, make sure you share this with everyone else as well. We really want to get ourselves up to that 1,000 subscribers because we're almost at the 4,000 hours we need. We just need 1,000 subscribers, and then we can I can start really putting more time and effort into making these videos. And I really want to do that for all of you, and keep the lo-fi sleepy goodness and game reviews going for as long as I can. So I'll see you all again very, very soon, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Keep on clicking that cookie. Bye-bye.